All right, what's going on, guys? So today is, I don't know, September something. It's a Saturday, but we are at f45. Aaron and I both work at f45 downtown Hamilton. So if you guys ever want to get a taste of our classes, please guys, come on down, hang out with us, get a good sweat on and a good workout, and get educated in how to lift weights properly. We're just currently warming up right now. Going to do basically our first serious strength training workout in the off season. Our triathlons are now done after Barrelman, and we're changing things up. Aaron is going to be focusing more on strength training. I am changing or switching over to Spartan race training right now. About 5 weeks out from it. So for me, I'm going to be emphasizing more on strength training and more functional movement, and then just a lot of trail running because I have signed up for the trifecta. So 5K in the morning, 10K at lunchtime, and then the next day is a 21-kilometer obstacle race. So they call it trifecta because you do all three and you get the big giant trifecta medal. It's something that I've always wanted ever since I got into OCR. So yeah, I gotta redeem myself from last year's fail ultra.
The Spartan race is a dangerous and demanding extreme sporting and racing event. There is a real possibility that you may die or be catastrophically injured. Each participant voluntarily and knowingly accepts and assumes all risks of participating in the event. Do you accept?
And yeah, I just knew for myself personally that it would be a good idea to stop, put my ego aside, and not continue on.
Time to work out. Here we go. All right, guys, so we just finished up at the gym. We're out walking the dog now, and we're just talking about the things that we learned from the triathlon season this year. I feel like it's kind of important to always reflect or journal and see what went well and what didn't go well, and you know, some of the big things that we took away from racing more frequently this year was like dialing in, for me anyways, my nutrition, how to prep for a race as well. So Kingston, I did a horrible prep, meaning like the 2 days leading into the race, and then also changing up what my fuel was on the day of completely threw a wrench into my overall experience, and I walked away from that race being very, very depleted, and it trickled into my whole week. My very last race, I was able to put together all the puzzle pieces and create the perfect picture of what I wanted an outcome to look like. And I don't mean so much as like winning, more so just like walking across that finish line feeling good and knowing that my nutrition was good, I felt strong and efficient, and just basically, you know, knowing that whatever I did went to plan, without killing myself, I guess you can say. So what are some big things that you took away from this triathlon season that were some big wins and some losses for you?
I think for me, starting shift work and figuring out how to train at all. So like figuring out what works for me and what doesn't work for me surrounding my shift work. Because I mean, it was a major life event for me, same as like having a kid or moving to a new city, and everyone has those like wrenches that are kind of like thrown at them that they have to navigate. And so I'm pretty proud of how I was able to still stay consistent. So for me, that was the big thing, is if you can't do that super intense workout, just try and do something. I think another big thing was just like staying positive more, like positive self-talk and not getting so down on myself if I didn't have the best workout of my life. So yeah, those are two pretty big things for me that were different this year versus last year.
Any big negative things that were, like, I know you said shift work, but anything negative that you would like take away from the year that you could did better moving forward, like moving into next year?
That's kind of a hard question. I haven't thought about that. It is a good question. But I guess just kind of the same as what I have learned, in that just being to do something instead of nothing and not feeling like an all or nothing vibe.
Oh, that's great.
So like, yeah, if I can't get the main workout in, doing like even just like a 30-minute easy run, it's like always just try and do something instead of give up completely.
Always do something.
Oh yeah.
It's better than nothing, guys. You're winning at that point because you put in the effort to at least put a check mark in the box, and being able to walk away with that self-accomplishment that, you know, you didn't miss a day. Because in the sport of triathlon is all about consistency and progressing with everyday's trials and errors that are sent your way.